Bonjour, I'm Nika. Hi, I'm Nika.
Bonjour, I'm Ali. Hi, I'm Ali.
We're so happy to be here. It's so amazing that we get to share this space and this time to celebrate the beauty that is poetry and that is art and that is language. And just before we start, we're just going to shake our bodies a bit, and you're very welcome to stand up. Go stand up if you can, and let's shake our bodies a bit. We've been sitting for a long time, and okay.
So, me and Nika, before we all start writing together via Zoom, we would breathe together intentionally for 10 or 20 or 30 breaths. And we're going to do it now. You're welcome to join us. We'll do 5 repetitions of breathing in for 4 counts, pausing for 7 counts, and breathing out for 8 counts. So in for 4 counts, holding for 7 counts, and out for 8 counts.
Is it 5 already?
I don't know about you.
So now we're lovingly inviting you to close your eyes. If you want to, if you don't feel comfortable, you don't have to, of course. But yeah. Let's just try and listen with our whole bodies and not just with our minds.
We're inviting you also to engage freely with us tonight. You're welcome to make any noise you like. And these are our intentions.
I will hold and release. I will feel things into existence. I choose to create, to connect myself to nature. I choose to surrender my ego to my body intelligence. I choose to be open-hearted. I choose to be honest. I choose to be vulnerable. I choose to express myself fully. I choose to be playful. When I'm writing, where does my body go? Katia pojok na bembashu, na bembashu, na vodu, ja poeto bielojanie. Not today. I said, not today, but death came anyway.
Tak śmierć je zimno przyszła.
Videla sam njen dolg bel rep wrapped around the forest and the sun. She was everywhere but at the river. Zato sem prišla dol, da bi se umila od benzine in sem pomočila svoje dlani vanjo, da bi zajela njeno telo. I saw her in the water. Her face, instead of mine, she took me, shook me, looked me into saying, I came here willingly to die. Polagam svoje kosti na ta predavan kamen in zrem v zemljo. Around me, the wolves gather. One of them, all black-haired, steps out of the clan, s svojimi šapami stopi na moje golo telo, približa svoj gobec, me povoha and crack, he bites through my neck. In tako začnem čutiti vse manj in manj vsega, kar je moje telo, and then the others come and they devour and devour and devour me, in jaz umiram in umiram in umiram in globoko diham and I'm seeing less and less in vse manj me je in vse bolj mirna in mirna sem in potem me ni več. And then I am no more and everything is black and then silence. Now I can touch the dead, I can touch the dead, I touch the dead. Do you know that only those who know how to be close to death have come to know life? Ali, now I can't go anymore. I need to rest and gather myself.
I go trembling and wet-footed under the silver weather into string music. I lower my head and latch the windows. The dark and the wind tears in from the sea. Where the trees are skeletal, I notice blue flame behind them. I negotiate the repetition of fairness and the crowded teeth of leaving geese. In sleep, the tempo of the heart lowers. I want to be in soft places. Salt christens the ice on the roads, and bigger cousins of this ice fall into the sea, out of my hearing. I send instruments out into the cold, such as my breath, my glossy thoughts. Dream of a paper factory, everything sun-shaped and sounding like drums. It is possible. So is heat, so are foxes, so are eggs. The muddy water scattering on the floors of buses can be used to tell the time. It is possible. So is heat, so are foxes, so are eggs moving orange through the doorways amongst splinters of language.
The doorways among splinters of language.
Vrata medrupshi jezuka.
The doorways into the splinters of language.
Vrata vedrupse jezuka.
The doorways into.
Vrata
into.
the.
She came to me in dreams, and with her mud-drenched palms drew a protective spell around my body. I brought my bones in a bag, she sang upon them, she brought me back. Rise, my child, rise from your death again through earth and air, fire in your belly, water dripping from your eyes, your limbs, your hair. My body pours its pain onto us. Feel me, feel me, feel me, it says, I am here, I am here, I am, I say, will you help me carry my wounds? Will you help me carry my wounds? I don't need you to carry them, I need you to welcome them, to welcome me. I welcome you, I welcome you, I welcome you, I love you. We blossom while we hurt.
There are roses in this infrastructure shaped like a body, a teenage lion dragging gold over the width of everything. For a moment, the land bubbling under our feet, I wanted to find the green nape of this season and apply something sleepy or almost failed to it. There are a lot of weird sweetnesses, the refusal of snails to make their way neatly, the cold just before dissipating in the morning, the stumbling grasses, and what this means for the rain's timing. I am speaking of cherries at the corners of a plate, the plate being the sky realizing with concern our daily work. I transport good smells into a late hour, such as the smell of a spangled and naked bird, and of shadows pooling ripe, so very ripe with something, crossing a park in a heart-shaped chariot, muddying this heart-shaped thing, and probably all roots like teeth beneath me. The continuous moving of this world and all insects, never all at once. I was peering with my tongue for the nectars running slowly through all of it. Droplets of light repeat on water in weird and small geometries, and in the river shadows drag an arc over the bristle of our bodies. I bite off a piece of the dewy mood, and the turn of the seasons pulls me on.
Now you can open your eyes if you haven't opened them already. My question is, when was the last time you had a deep, wild, uninhabited, low belly laugh? I was once engaged to a dark wounded prince, and I never had this laugh with him. And now I have years to make up for it. So let us all make up for it. I'll count 1, 2, 3, and we'll just start laughing together, okay? It will first probably a fake laugh or not, I don't know, but please just don't let me laugh on my own, okay? So let's just start. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, more. I think become wild, like. A wild thing, an unlimited thing. I spread my body through civilized plains and rewild them, untamed them, reclaimed them. My body is opening itself for us. My body is open to continue the lives of those who have come before me and those who are coming after. Look.
Moje telo se odpira za nas. Moje telo se odpira da nadajujem življenja tišti, ki so prišle pred mano in za duše, ki prihajajo pogled.
The water extends its tongues to lick my power. It is here in me. I feel alive. I am alive, and I want to never forget that fire in my belly, burning thunder in my thighs. My body is mine. Do you hear how my body is all mine? Do you see how my body knows? Do you smell how my body always dances? Do you taste how my body procreates? Do you feel me? I feel you. I feel you. I feel you. Do it with me, please. How? That's one of the most beautiful things I've ever heard. We're giving this howl to the birds, and the birds will send this wilderness your way.
Something like the time between thunder and lightning, indicating distance. A garland of small octopi on a sunk car battery, the clattering interest of the octopi. Somehow peonies hold these long days, their magnitude. Bird feathers bending backward over the curb, wet with the rain of what day. I wager to the other outside side of the door that it is possible and blazing to carry the names of this leaking, this hot, quiet, these roses overnight and into beds on loan, time on loan, equal proportions of starry and habitual. When writing, I made claims about the red-flowered hours I have mislaid. Insistently, I rotate around strange houses under the dawn, and the opposite of the dawn is withdrawal. Is the sky possible here? It is unforgettable, whistling through. The wings of something usher dirty air through the window. I am touched by this air on the inside of my wrists, where the skin is hairless, so I only feel it a little. Smudging a bushel of something grown with powdered gold and using only one finger of my left hand. Grown, not as in grew, but was grown. I suggest to the undergrowth that I wedge threads of other times amongst it, for it to dissemble and stain until recognizable and unrecognizable. It is not clear if the changing of my hangnails into a brush was running or making, but I had this instrument anyway. The sun was quick and low. Blue mists caused my hair to thicken. I prepare, and all the preparations crunch and glisten. Smoke diminishes a woodpile. I begin to cover my neck and chest with the same powdered gold as earlier, with the same fervour and expectation. It was all coming back and about to go. I knew and did not know. Was it luck or something else when unfortunate water formed rare stones, when those stones were eye-like and tawny in the dark? I was taking these stones inside their mouth, carrying them to a high height. It does not need to make sense. In an especially wide and historical corridor of a strange house, where no one has shaded the historical objects from weather conditions, I get this sense of things ending, the vines outside increasing in weight under an early moon.
This here is all I need. People howling, raindrops falling on the things of me. The river I become purified, my wounds melting into the ground, the decay, the losing, the accepting, the grieving, the waning greens, the puffy grays, explosions of red and oranges and yellows. I touch my body with my mind, slowly. Nowhere to go, nowhere to be, nothing to think about, nothing to do. But the wind blowing, and the black bird birding, and my dog expanding and contracting in rest, and the smell of his earth-drenched paws, nothing, nothing, nothing but the decay of illusions and the meeting of God. And what's more godly than singing together? So I would now, I would like to ask you to maybe try and sing the song I sang at the beginning with me. You can just hum, or make whatever sound you like. I would really appreciate it. Okay. Maybe I'll... You can stay here. Okay, so... Katia Pojo Na Bembashu Na Bembashu Na Vadu Ya Pavedo Biela sa sobą. Just one thing, Ali. It was Ali's first time reading the words, and you did it perfectly. So it's so great. I knew the words in Slovene.